Okay, let's be honest. This relationship is weird. It's just as weird as Jennifer Hudson's outfits, all right? I don't know if she wants to be Mary Poppins or she's in some type of Russian couture. Nothing matches with them. Not the outfits, not the direction of the camera they're looking at, or the musical choices. It's just...
People are saying that Common has finally broken down. Not in silence, not behind a carefully crafted public statement, but in a moment that insiders say felt raw, unfiltered, and painfully human. Rumors are spreading like wildfire that Jennifer Hudson has walked away, leaving him shaken and emotional after discovering what she called patterns she could no longer ignore. And whether these allegations are true or not, the story has left fans shocked, confused, and genuinely heartbroken. Because if you followed this relationship, if you watched Jennifer step into this new chapter with hope and caution, then you already know. This breakup wasn't just another Hollywood split. It felt like something deeper, something that came with years of lessons, years of healing, and years of trying to trust again. People close to the situation claim that Common didn't expect this. They say he didn't see it coming. They say it hit him harder than anything in years. One source even whispered that he's been emotional and reflective, questioning where everything went wrong.
In a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But here's the thing. Nobody expected Jennifer Hudson to take this quietly. Not after everything she's survived. Not after everything she's rebuilt. And definitely not after the whispers started floating around that she had finally seen enough. And that's where the story gets complicated. Because from the outside, they looked peaceful, they looked happy, they looked like two grown adults who had lived enough life to finally choose something stable. But according to all the chatter online, behind that peace was tension. Behind the smiles were hurt feelings. And behind the romance was a man trying to outrun the same accusations that have followed him for nearly 2 decades.
You're not got in. Get cut off, and you motherfuckers probably see.
But to understand why this moment hit so hard, why people are reacting the way they are, you have to go back. You have to understand the weight Jennifer has been carrying for years, and the reputation Common has been fighting, denying, and sometimes unintentionally proving true. Before Jennifer even stepped into this relationship, she had already lived through storms most people couldn't survive. Fame didn't come easily for her. Love didn't come easily for her. Trust definitely didn't come easily. When she rose to fame through her voice, that unbelievable voice, the world cheered for her. But her personal life, that was another story. Years before Common, Jennifer had been engaged to David Otunga, and at first, it looked perfect. It looked solid. People thought she had found the person who would stand beside her through everything. But as their relationship progressed, fans started noticing cracks, tiny red flags that quietly grew bigger. Jennifer was becoming more famous, more confident, and more visible. She transformed her body, her style, her image. But insiders claim David didn't like that.
You have a rather famous relationship coach.
Oh yeah, yes, Michelle Obama. She has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversations, and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect because you're not perfect. So understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner. But as long as the core values, the values that are most important to you, that person, marks off on that list, then you good.
She gave you some good advice there.
That's good wisdom.
That's some really good wisdom.
He had already emotionally checked out of the relationship by this point, But Tiffany had not really gotten the message, so he dubbed her like a hot potato. However, he slightly fabricated the story to avoid appearing to be the villain in the split, just like he did with Erykah Badu. He attempted to portray it as a mutual breakup, claiming that both of them had busy schedules, rather than admitting that he had grown bored with Tiffany.
Once Tiffany and I got back on the move, it really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship. I don't think the love really dispersed. I just think it was just like we weren't feeding the relationship.
Some said he preferred her before the glow-up. Others said he got insecure as her star rose higher. Then things turned dark. The breakup became messy, complicated, emotional. Both sides accused each other of things that shocked fans. Jennifer filed serious claims in court. David fired back with his own accusations. Their legal teams went to war, and the public watched the drama unfold in disbelief. It was exhausting, heartbreaking, and traumatic, especially for Jennifer, who had already lived through unthinkable tragedy with the loss of her mother, brother, and nephew. After all that, Jennifer made a promise to herself. She wasn't rushing into marriage again. She wasn't ignoring red flags again. She wasn't letting love cloud her judgment again.
Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So when rumors started circulating about her dating Common, fans were nervous for her. They remembered his history, not because he's a bad man, but because he's a man with a trail of troubled relationships behind him. From Erykah Badu to Serena Williams to Angela Rye to Tiffany Haddish, Common developed a reputation that he could never quite shake. People said he struggled with commitment. People said he emotionally checked out when things got too serious. People said he always left women confused and hurt. Again, these are rumors, not proven facts, but they followed him everywhere. So when Jennifer entered the picture, people warned her. Tiffany Haddish even made comments that sounded like gentle warnings mixed with leftover pain. She didn't insult Jennifer, but she made it clear, Common is not the settling down type. And while some thought she was just bitter, others believed she was speaking from experience. Fast forward to last year, when Jennifer and Common finally made their relationship public. At first, things looked beautiful. They were glowing, they were smiling, they were traveling, filming, laughing, and showing subtle affection in public. Fans thought maybe this time would be different for Common. Maybe Jennifer was the one who could ground him. But the whispers never stopped. People started noticing distance, less public affection, more cautious interviews. And then Jennifer said something that made fans sit up straight. She said she wasn't in a rush for marriage. She had learned to be careful about who she gave her heart to. Some took that as wisdom. Others took it as a sign that something behind the scenes wasn't adding up. Then came the rumors, the ones circulating for weeks now, the ones people are now pointing fingers at after the alleged breakup. Rumors that Common may have been entertaining attention outside the relationship. Rumors that Jennifer found messages that didn't sit right. Rumors that she confronted him, calmly, directly, and told him she wouldn't be disrespected. Again, none of this is confirmed, but the streets have been buzzing nonstop. And according to insiders, that confrontation is what broke him. They say he cried. They say he begged. They say he admitted he messed up and didn't want to lose her. Some people claim he tried to explain things away, tried to make it sound like misunderstandings, tried to act like nothing serious happened. But Jennifer, she had heard enough. She had lived through too much to ignore her instincts again. Sources claim she told him, "I've survived things that should have broken me. I won't let your mistakes be the thing that does." And she walked away. Not dramatically, not violently, just quietly, firmly, with a dignity she has earned. Insiders say Common broke down afterward, that he's been reflective, emotional, and overwhelmed with regret. Whether these sources are exaggerating or not, the online narrative has taken on a life of its own. People are now dissecting every old interview, every vague Instagram post, every awkward moment between them on camera. Everyone is playing detective. But here's the twist. Some fans aren't surprised at all. They say this was inevitable. They say Common has never fully learned how to maintain long-term emotional commitment. They say he falls hard, loves deeply, but retreats the moment things get too real. Other fans are defending him, arguing that social media blows everything out of proportion. They say there's no proof. They say Jennifer and Common have always been private, and people should stop projecting past relationships onto this one. But what nobody can deny is the emotional impact this has had, especially on Jennifer. This woman has fought for every ounce of peace she has today. She's built a career that most people can only dream of. She's a mother, an EGOT winner, a survivor, a powerhouse. She didn't enter this relationship for fun. She didn't choose Common because she was bored. She chose him because she believed something real could grow there. So if she walked away, it means something broke her trust, or at least made her question it. And if Common really did cry, if he really did feel that wave of regret, then maybe, for the first time, he understands what it means to lose a woman who genuinely loved him. Maybe he finally realizes that charm can't fix everything. Apologies can't fix everything. Promises can't fix everything. Sometimes the damage is deeper than that. As fans process the news, one thing keeps coming up again and again. Jennifer deserves peace. She deserves stability. She deserves a partner who values her the way she values them. A partner who won't leave her second-guessing her worth or replaying old trauma. She deserves someone consistent, present, emotionally grown. And Common? People are saying this might finally be his wake-up call. That losing Jennifer might be the moment he realizes he can't keep repeating old patterns. That maybe this time, the pain is real enough for him to change. But whether they reconcile in the future or go their separate ways, one thing is clear. Jennifer Hudson has reached a point in her life where she refuses to settle for uncertainty. She refuses to dim her light. She refuses to carry a relationship by herself. And Common, whether he meant to hurt her or not, is now left standing in the empty space where her love used to be. Some say he's devastated. Some say he's heartbroken. Some even say he's been questioning why he always loses the best women in his life. But the truth is simple. You cannot build a future on shaky ground, and Jennifer has learned that lesson the hard way. So now, the world is watching. People are waiting to see what happens next. Will Common try to win her back? Will Jennifer stay single and focus on her career? Will new details come out that change everything? No matter what the future holds, one thing remains painfully honest. Sometimes love isn't enough to heal old wounds. Sometimes love isn't enough to overcome patterns. Sometimes love isn't enough to keep two people together. Jennifer Hudson chose herself, and after everything she's lived through, who can blame her? And Common? He's left trying to understand how he managed to lose the woman the world thought might finally be the one. The story is still unfolding. The emotions are still raw. And somewhere behind all the rumors, all the whispers, all the social media noise, two people are trying to figure out how to move forward. But one thing is certain,